Hey guys, welcome back to my introductory video of Marvel Contest of Champions. So, I've been playing this game for nonstop for the past couple of days because I'm trying to get the monthly quest done. And I am going to try to do a very brief overview of this game. So, and I think the best way to show you is to duel and show you the gist of the game to see if it's something you'd be interested in. And let me go over to my alliance. Let's see. Oh, Mina. Alright. So let's see. I'm going to duel Jin's Archangel. And I'm going to use my new duped 5-star Dark Hawk. He is so awesome. Oh. As you can tell, my muscle memory is not back to what it was. There we go. So, basically, it appears to be a button masher. You know, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, but I think it's a lot more than that. So basically, this game is about going around collecting champions, and you have between 1 and 6-star champions. And at this point in the game has been out for 4 or 5 years. They have come out with so many champions. I believe it's over 150 different and unique champions in the game, and they're all from the Marvel franchise. Some of them are from the movies. A lot of them are from the comics. Some shows, whatnot. As you can see, it's a really wide selection of champions to kind of have and use. And you have to go around collecting them, and then you have to duplicate them to, get their ability awakened. And I can honestly say almost every single champion is unique and does something that no one else in this game does. And that's really hard to say about a lot of games, for games to be that unique. For example, let's just take a look at let's look at my 6-star Luke Cage. I got so lucky when I got him. So Luke Cage was recently buffed up, so they increased the ability of this champion. If we take a look at his ability, so right now his signature ability is locked because he needs to be duplicated, which will take forever. His abilities. So passive. He bulletproof and near impenetrable skin provides immunity to bleeding. So he's a bleed immune champ. And then 1,366.67 physical resistance against non-critical hits. So he's got some physical resistance there. And all attacks. Luke Cage gains 822.15 attack rating for each debuff on the opponent. So right here under light attacks, it's a 30% chance to exhaust the opponent, which is a debuff, reducing critical damage rating by 86.4 for 10 seconds. The opponent's power gain effects are also reduced by 25% for each exhaustion debuff on them. So basically what he does is you have a 30% chance doing light attacks to place a debuff. Every debuff you're placing on the opponent increases your attack rating 822 points. And my current attack rating is 1,993 points. So that's almost 50% increase. And so that is his main ability, and it's awesome to watch. He can hit like a truck. And then he has his special attacks 1, 2, and 3. The best one is 2. Consume all exhaustion debuffs to inflict concussion, reducing the opponent's ability accuracy by 25% per debuff converted for 13 seconds. Ability accuracy in this game is something where you can lower an opponent's ability to evade, like Nightcrawler, the Spider-Man. They all have evasion benefit, and you can nullify that by lowering their ability accuracy. You can lower the ability for champions to proc debuffs, or proc buffs, I should say. Some champions will proc a fury buff or a crit buff, anything like that that will boost their attack, and you have a chance of blocking that from happening. So there's just so many mechanics in this game, and I don't want to go deep into this because what I plan on doing is a very extensive overview of select champs that my alliance mates need help with. So as you can see, every single champion does something differently. I think that is the genius of this game. I love that about this game, is the strategy. Because you have that, so all your opponents can do something differently. So you have to be very strategic about what you're doing and what you're using. And as you can see, they all have different types. There's, let's do skill, mutant, science, mystic, cosmic, and tech. Each one has a weakness and a strength against another. And so there's that wheelhouse of the 6 types. So that is the basic of the game. You basically play, but it's not so much a button smasher. Because in a button smasher, you just hit buttons. In this game, you have to be very thoughtful while you're button smashing. For instance, with Luke Cage, if I'm doing my light attacks and I see that I have procced 4 exhaustion debuffs on my opponent, and I'm getting ready to get to a special number 2. Then I have to keep watching those debuffs because they time out, and make sure 4 stay on there so that when I hit that and cause a concussion, it will cause 100% decrease in ability accuracy. And that is a very common theme in this game, is you can button smash, but there are so many champions that you have to be incredibly strategic about when and why you use their abilities. The earlier champions that were brought onto this game, they're much more simple, and I believe they are trying to rework those champions, like Wolverine. Wolverine is super easy to use. He has ridiculous health regeneration. All you have to do is not use his special attacks, because the more energy he stores, the stronger his health regeneration is. If you use special attacks, then he can only regen the lowest amount. Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers, she's very similar. The more power she stores, the harder she hits. Storm, I believe it is the more power the opponent has when you use your special attack on them, the more damage it does. And so those champions are a little bit easier to use. All these newer champions are incredibly strategic. So I'll definitely go into this in other videos, but you have your story quests to do, which are not timed. Those are acts 1 through 6, and acts 1 through 4 are relatively easy. Acts 5 and 6 are really difficult. The event quests, those are the monthly events. You have 30 days to complete them. Those are the ones I always say are high priority, because you only have a month to do them. And I believe there are 6 difficulties, and each difficulty has a whole bunch of good rewards. Then you have the arena. There are certain people that were born to play the arena. and certain people that absolutely hate it. If you're a grinder, the arena is for you. And then, of course, you have your alliance events, and I will definitely get into those. And your dungeons. Dungeons are cool. It's a great way to play with a friend. But that's really all I'm going to get into this game here. I just want to do a little bit of navigation check. So if you ever want to buy more units or look at the current offers, click up here on this unit button. Over here, this is for your settings. Down here is chat. So you can bring that up. And then you can click on global chat. Nothing really good. I'm going to put a little recruit pitch in here. They're probably sick and tired of hearing me. Then you have your battle group. This is for our alliance quests. And then you have your blocked users. You have incoming mail. And I've gotten so much mail there. These are your friends list. So I like that you can have a friends list in here. Everyone in your alliance. We're just starting up, so we don't have that many. Dungeon invites. And any kind of requests that are pending, because before somebody can PM you, they gotta try to add you as a friend, and you have to confirm them. Down here, we have all the events that are going on. Oh, collect that one. So these are the solo events, and you can definitely level up is going on. I might want to take advantage of that. And then the alliance events. Basically, these are things that if you're in the alliance and you're taking part in it, then you can definitely get all the rewards that everyone else does. Pretty simple. This button, let me go back. So this button right here takes you to your inventory. But that's not the only way you can get to your inventory. You can click right here, click on inventory, and take a look at your catalysts, your ISO, or your items. All my awakening stones, and a whole bunch of items I'm not even sure if I'll ever use again. And then your overage. So right now I have a huge overage in my inventory that I have to use up. Lots of revives. Your ISO, it's all timed. It's sitting on a timer, so you have to make sure you use it up. And then catalysts. I'll probably have to sell those. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not. You can click right here for your main profile. This is what people will see. And then we're going to click on Mastery. And I'm not going to go into this now. But this goes into your Mastery setup. And mine is very advanced. So if yours does not look like mine, don't worry about it. That helps your champions do things that they normally couldn't. And then that is the monthly calendar. As you can tell, I haven't logged in, so I'm only available for certain days in the event. I have to use up that coral. And so that's just the basic navigation. Really nothing too much into it. Actually, let me take a look at AQ. RAQ is very simple for me. Let's see. I'll go here. So as you can tell, this is my champions are really overpowered for this event. My mastery setup is specifically for Electra. She has a very good ability built into it. And here you might actually see the Luke Cage. So yeah, that red that came up on Dr. Voodoo, that was an exhaustion debuff that was starting to time out. All right, perfect. And yes, I definitely need to to practice a lot more. This is incredibly difficult to play and talk at the same time. So other than that, that's the basics of the game. I will definitely do additional videos that will break down the different parts of the game, because I do not I do not want to overwhelm you guys. So definitely comment down below if you do have any questions about the game. But other than that, take care, be kind to one another, and I will talk to you guys later.